Hello, good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine. So, today we are going to read the next poem, that is Amanda. So, the title of the poem is Amanda, written by the poet Robin Klein. The poet Robin Klein, she is children's author. She has written many books for children, and she is an Australian author, poet, writer. If we talk about the theme of this chapter, theme of this poem, then it is children and their freedom and their behavior according to society. So, throughout the poem, you would read that a child is questioned, a child is instructed by her mother or by her elder, and the child thinks that her freedom is curtailed, her freedom is restricted, limited. So, she is craving for the freedom. She wants to be free. In order to get freedom, she imagines herself to be various character from the world. So that is the theme of the poem Amanda. Now, if we talk about the poetic devices, so there are many poetic devices used here. First one is anaphora. Anaphora, you know, it is the repetition of one word or two words in consecutive two lines. So, don't bite, don't hunch. This line, it's repeated. Anaphora. Assonance, a repetition of vowel sound. Example is there for you. Don't your shoulder. O sound is repeated. Metaphor, here in metaphor you would see emerald sea. So instead of saying green sea, the poetess has said emerald sea. Emerald is the green color. A repetition. So Amanda is repeated again and again throughout the poem. Amanda, the word is repeated. Imagery. Imagery is a poetic devices which makes appeal to our five senses. So for we imagine the things happening. For example, drifting blissfully. So drifting blissfully means something which is coming over the water and going down, like the dolphins do. Next one is alliteration, is the repetition of consonant sound usually in the starting. So you could see stop, slouching, sit up. Next one is allusion, mermaid Rapunzel. Allusion is giving reference to the character of historical importance or any important character in the fairy tale, in the stories, etc. So, like Rapunzel, very popular story, even mermaid, that's called Jalpari, very famous, popular, well-known character. Consonants, that's the repetition of consonant sound. So care, bright, hair, you could see. Other than that, there might be other poetic devices also. If you observe, you can note it down and we can discuss about them. So every child feels that he or she is controlled either by his parents, brother, elder brother, teachers, or anybody, elder people in the society. They think that their freedom is curtailed, it's limited, it's restricted. Here also, the poem which we are going to read about, it's about a character, a girl. Her name is Amanda. Now, Amanda is a girl who feels that she is commanded, she is instructed too much, too many times by her mother and elders, and therefore she wants to be free. Therefore, she wants to go to different places, and she imagines herself to be different characters. Now, I'm reading the first stanza for you, and then we continue. Don't bite your nails, Amanda. Don't hunch your shoulders, Amanda. Stop that slouching and sit up straight, Amanda. So the mother of the girl, Amanda, she commands her, she tells Amanda, don't bite your nails. This is a bad habit. This is unhygienic situation or condition. Don't hunch. This is called hunching of shoulder. Don't hunch your shoulders. Sit up straight. Be confident. So this is the instruction given to Amanda by her mother. Now Amanda, she doesn't want to follow this instruction, and therefore she imagines, she thinks herself to be free, and she says that there is a languid emerald sea where the sole inhabitant is me, a mermaid drifting blissfully. So Amanda imagines herself to be in a emerald sea. Emerald, I already told you, is the color of the. It's a green color. So she imagines herself to be in sea, in ocean. The ocean which is listless, dull, calm. There is nobody to disturb. There is nothing or nobody to disturb it. So where the sole inhabitant, and Amanda would be the only resident or inhabitant or living creature over there. And she imagines herself to be what? Mermaid. She says that it would be rather better for me to be a mermaid. I wish I were a mermaid, and if I were a mermaid, I would be drifting blissfully over the ocean. I would be jumping over the water in the ocean. There would be no one to disturb me, no one to call me out. So this is how she imagines herself, and she escapes from her present situation to a better condition in her imagination. Next stanza. Did you finish your homework, Amanda? Did you tidy your room, Amanda? I thought I told you to clean your shoes, Amanda. In the next stanza, the mother again says, Amanda, did you finish your homework? You were given the homework. Did you tidy your room, clean your room? And I remember I told you to clean your shoes also, Amanda. Did you do that? Now again, Amanda thinks that her freedom is curtailed, it's limited. So Amanda imagines herself to be an orphan. She says, I wish if I were an orphan roaming the street. If I were an orphan, means without parents, then I can go anywhere. I can roam around the street. I pattern soft dust with my hushed bare feet. So I can go on the street and do whatever I like. I can play with the mud, with the dust over the street. The silence is golden and the freedom is sweet. And she says that there would be no one again to disturb me. It would be a great moment for me. Everywhere it would be silent. And the freedom I would be enjoying, it is it would be very, very sweet. Don't eat that chocolate, Amanda. Remember your acne, Amanda. Will you please look at me when I'm speaking to you, Amanda? In the next stanza, third stanza, the poet, the mother of Amanda, says that don't eat chocolate, Amanda. So very often we, the children, are also instructed not to eat fast food, not to eat chocolate, too many chocolates or sweet things. We are told that you will get pimples, acne, other diseases. So same way here, Amanda's mother was also scolding her. She was also instructing her again and again. And nobody likes to be curtailed. Nobody likes his freedom to be restricted. So same thing was happening with Amanda. And now Amanda imagines herself to be Rapunzel. Who is Rapunzel? Rapunzel is a fairy tale character. Actually, if you know the story of Rapunzel, Rapunzel's mother, when she was pregnant, she was having pregnancy craving to eat something. When the lady is pregnant, she desires to eat some of the ladies might have desire to eat tamarind, imli, chocolate, and some different things. So she was craving to eat a vegetable which is named Rapunzel. And she had seen that vegetable from her house to the neighbor's garden, and she told her husband about the same, and her husband entered into the garden of the neighbor. Unfortunately, the neighbor was a witch, and she caught the husband. And a settlement was done that when the baby is born, they will exchange the baby for the vegetable. So that witch gave the vegetable to her husband, and when the baby was born, baby was born, she was named Rapunzel, and she was taken by the witch. The witch put the baby into the tower, and she kept him or kept her only in remote life. So it was a long, tall tower. Whenever this witch used to visit her, she used to call her name Rapunzel, Rapunzel, and Rapunzel, fortunately, unbelievable hair. She had a very, very tall, long hair. She used to throw her hair down, and this witch used to climb over through the rope of that hair, and then she used to visit the tower. And one day it happened that there was a prince. He saw this witch secretly that she was climbing over the tower. So after the witch had gone, the prince also did the same thing. He also called Rapunzel, Rapunzel thrice, and Rapunzel had thrown her hair down. And then he visited her, and then they started meeting each other, dating each other. They fall in love, and then one day, witch came to know about this. And when the witch came to know about this, she cut off the hair of Rapunzel, kept the hair with her, and threw down Rapunzel out of the tower to live life independently. And now she made a big rope of that hair again, and the prince was unaware of all this happening. So when the prince visited, he went into the tower. He was also beaten, and he was also thrown out of the tower. And when he fell down, he was wounded, he was injured, but he was saved. And then, fortunately, Rapunzel was able to find out this, and she found her lover, and both of them started living together happily. So that is the story, that is the reference of Rapunzel. So now Amanda wants to be Rapunzel. She says, I have not a care. If I live there like Rapunzel on the tower, there would be nobody to bother me. Life in a tower is tranquil, and life would be peaceful, calm, rare, nobody to disturb. I'll certainly never let down my pride. And like Rapunzel, I will not put down my long hair, so nobody would be able to hold it and come and disturb me. So this is how she has given the reference to Rapunzel. Finally, the mother says, stop that sulking at once, Amanda. You are always so moody, Amanda. Anyone would think that I nagged at you, Amanda. So, in the last stanza, the poetess tells the mother tells her daughter, stop that sulking, stop that ill humor, ill manner, or withdrawn attitude, Amanda. You are always so moody, you always do that. And if others see, the neighbors and other people would see, they would think that I have nagged at you, I have scolded you, I have beaten you. So it would be shameful for me. So stop that attitude. And now, in the final stanza, nothing is written in parentheses, nothing is written in the bracket. So, why it is not written in the bracket? Nothing is explanation. Why? Because the girl is so much tired, exhausted, irritated by the instruction of her mother, that now even her mind thought, even her mind is not working, even her mind is restless, it's not creative, it has become dumb, it has become dull. So therefore nothing is written in the last stanzas parenthesis. Otherwise you would notice that after all the stanzas, in parenthesis, in bracket, something is written that I want to be mermaid. She imagines herself to be Rapunzel, etc. But after last stanza, nothing is written. The reason is that. Okay. So I hope everybody has understood this form. If you have any doubt, you can discuss with me. Okay. Till then, goodbye. Take care. Bye bye.